is early access to British submarines, because that game requires more subs for sure. Collective combat missions and new settings for domination mode. Wait, ooh, they're changing up domination. And other new features. Close testing at 12.1. Let's talk about the main new features of the upcoming update. Early access to British submarines. Yay! Update 12.1 will mark the start of the early access event for the British submarines branch. To complete the event, the new permanent camo armor and ceilings for sturdy and Victoria Cruise. Man, I've heard no good player like them yet. Every time someone says they like these, they're like potatoes, just full-blown potatoes who don't understand how they change the game. And I've never seen as much negativity about anything as I'm seeing about this entire class, but they're here, I guess. So what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Silent majority likes them. That silent majority sure is silent, man. Holy. Never been as silent as it is these days. Collective combat missions will make their appearance in the game. Progress towards achieving the objective for this type of mission will be shared between all players on the server, with each individual contributing an element. Okay. It could be that people liking the submarines have not played the game before submarines are added. No, it's more the fact it comes down to people being basically bad players. That's what it comes down to, because to a bad player, all threats are equal. Like the bad player who gets radared and torpedoed in his destroyer, who gets farmed by a cruiser behind an island for 5 minutes, not understanding that his positioning is bad in a battleship, or who straight lines into Shimakaze torps, or the cruiser who just gets himself dev strike because he doesn't have map awareness. For them, all threats are equal. A carrier striking them is just as big of a threat as any of the other surface threats, and a submarine torping them is just as big of a threat as the other surface threats. Because these players don't know, they don't see a difference because they're not good enough to understand how to deal with the other threats. So for them, they're all equal, and they don't see the problem because of that. That's why you often get, oh, well, what about BDs? Oh, what about smoke cruiser? Oh, what about, like, because to them, the threats are equal, because they're not good enough to see the difference in threats. So it honestly all just comes down to the fact that wargaming balances based on the common denominator instead of balancing based on what good players think. That's the biggest problem. After completing collective, yada yada yada, final reward, okay. New domination mode. We're planning to test a modified version of the 3-cap domination mode from random battles. The new settings are aimed at reducing the number of edge cases where battles go too fast or too slow. Edge cases. If there's such edge cases, why do you need to reduce the amount of them? Wow. Games being super short must be a really big issue these days. If wargaming themselves need to step in and change it. Holy. Edge cases, by the way. It really says a lot about the state of the player base, that a game mode that we've had for how long is now being forced to change because the games are such steamrolls. Jesus. The starting number of points per team at the beginning of the battle, as well as the number of points awarded to a team and taken from the other when a ship is destroyed, have been revised. The starting points for each team are set to 200. When an enemy ship is destroyed, the team is awarded 40 points, regardless of the destroyed ship type. Oh, that's a big nerf. It used to be 60 for battleships, wasn't it? Something like 65 for a carrier? Yeah, this is a big change. Yeah, 60, I think. When a friendly ship is destroyed, the team has 32 points deducted. It used to be the same points deducted as you gained, wasn't it? So you lost 60 and gained 60. Wow. They're trying to deal with steamrolls. They're trying to deal with games being complete steamroll. How much was it? Was it 40? You lost more points than you gained. I think the plus minus was the same. That's what I thought as well there, Sipfil. Lost 60, gained 40. Oh, someone else says gained 60, lost 40. Okay. A lot of, oh, okay. Okay, interesting. A lot of arguments in chat. How does this actually work? Let's see. Now here we go. Let's see how it actually works. Random battle. Reward for killing. Penalty for death. Okay, so you gained 40, but you lost 60. That was the difference. Gained 40, lost 60. And it was 45, 65, 35, 50, 35, 45. So, this was a 100-point shift. Okay, so the difference is now, you always gain 40, regardless, but instead of losing something like 60 points because a BB suicided, you now lose 32. So obviously, they're trying to make the points last longer. It's probably a good change because the other change would be teaching the player base to not suicide in a few minutes, and as we can tell, that's obviously completely impossible with this player base because despite the fact that majority old people play this game, they have the mentality of a zoomer where if their guns aren't firing, they're not having fun, so they need to run in with guns firing and kill themselves instantly. That's the only way they can enjoy the game. Thinking man's action game, by the way. So probably the best solution they can come up with is instead of trying to teach the player base, they modify the game around the player base. So nice music, yes, thank you. I think it's great as well. Modified version domination mode will be tested on closed and public test. Okay, let's see. Cool. Clan battles. Are they finally changing something? From 20th February until 10th April, the 20th season of clan battles, codenamed Salamander, will take place. 7 versus 7 on tier 10 ships. No CV or sub, and no more than 2 battleships per team. Isn't it? How long have they been running this exact same format? How long have they been running this? Is anyone still even playing clan battles? Like, is there still any interest in clan battles? Surely it must have gotten absolutely bafflingly stale at this point. Like, it must have gotten absolutely bafflingly stale at this point. Like, it's same ship, same meta, same everything. Only tier 10s, so no supers, yeah. Flamu wants subs in CBs. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Thank you for your analysis. My clan on NA have been playing, but yeah, 100% stale. Our clan has played 3 times in CB since the start of December. Jesus. Every team runs the same comp? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Jeez. I actually kind of feel bad. Like... Jesus. I feel like this same thing has been going on for God knows how long. How fun. The meta changes every time Wargaming adds a power creep ship. Oh yeah. I love the biggest meta change was they added St. Vincent. That was so broken that everyone started running it. Cool. Very cool. Okay, let's see. Technical improvements. Added dynamic music for submarines, which will... We added dynamic music for submarines, which will match the gameplay of the ship type. It will adapt to the situation in battle or not. Wait. What? It will adapt to the situation in battle or not. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Or not. What? Okay. Hello? It might do it, who knows? What the fuck? Okay. It will adapt to the situation in battle, or not, and will depend on whether the submarine is surfaced or submerged. The new music will be available with the dynamic and mixed music notes as they appear in the audio settings screen. It's like, it may or may not work. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're like, yes, we don't know. Technical improvements, by the way. I have a lot of faith in this technical improvement for sure. Updated the way aircraft squadrons are displayed on the decks of aircraft carriers, both in port and when in battle. Now the aircraft on deck will reflect the available squadrons. The number of aircraft of each squadron on the deck is equal to the size of its attacking flight. Okay. Now make it so that when you shoot this ship with you break them. Now that would be, man, that would be the next step for sure. Adding and editing content. Added the following in the game. Anne Bonny, okay, and Vera Mikhailova. Interesting. So pirate captain and a Soviet captain. Interesting. Queen of the Seas. Commemorative flag Vera. That's with 2 E's though. Will they have actual female voices? Probably not. Queen of the Seas, commemorative flag and patch. World of Wargaming patch. The appearance of content related to Community Contributors program has been updated to accommodate the new World of Warships logo. Where? Oh, this thing. Ah, okay. Cool. Very cool change. Alabama. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. A bit weird with this bit. Why isn't it this yellow though? A bit wonky, but whatever. Imagine being a CC. Yeah, I know. Updated the number of containers. Special premium will become similar to standard premium. Okay. Okay. Elite containers. They will no longer be called premium ship containers. Wait, what? The name of the special ones also be called elite containers. Interesting. Very elite. Contents will be changed. Okay, what are they changing? No, no, no. More containers, yeah. Updated the distance voyages premium container. Now 3 items will drop from 1 container. The drop rate of permanent camos has been increased. It will have 50% chance of dropping in one of the slots. The value of the guaranteed drop counter has been changed. The number of containers that must be open for guaranteed drop of a reward from a group of unique items has been reduced from 17 to 5. Wait, the pity was 17 premium containers? Jesus. So this is kind of dog. Kind of dog, kind of dog. So you're gonna guaranteed get something shit. 1 out of 309 perma camos. Oh god. Holy shit. And you might get expendable ones as well. Yikes. Oh, and another dog drop. Nice. Wow, okay. Well, huh. Very cool, I think. Very cool. Not the news we needed, and most definitely not the ones we wanted. How can the community continuously exclaim their absolute hatred for submarines every single day since the release, and you guys still do this? Aw, this poor guy still thinks Wargaming cares about what the player base thinks? Unfortunate. Because they fundamentally do not care. Hey! Ding 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 ding, jackpot! Ding ding ding. Indeed. Indeed. Idiots continue to give them money. That is true as well. As long as Wargaming isn't seeing a monetary loss, they don't give a shit what people complain about. New Domination might be a step in the right direction. True, true, true. Well, with clan battles being the exact same boring format it is just now. Why even have seasonal breaks as every season features the same fucking tier and maps? True. I mean, once again, 1 month break is like fuck all. True. Participation rates tank when it's not tier 10. This is generally true. Interesting. Participation tanks when there are ship restrictions. What? Interesting. 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 Wow. Silent majority, kinda MIA again. Let's do our part. Thank you. Silent majority, where are you? 33% upvoted, 0 points. Silent majority completely missing. Wait, what happened to this post? Oh, I wonder. I wonder. Wow. How long has Yodo Line been in early access? Wait, is Yodo still in early access? No way, is it? Jesus Christ! Man, they really milk the hell out of this shit these days. Good lord, like, if a ship line is released, you can expect to play it, like, half a year after it's released or something. No one is playing it. No, I don't see a single person playing. Like, if you see a Yoda, you laugh because it's a free kill, but, like, no one is playing that thing. And no one cares. This is a wise tactic indeed. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Timmy, for the... Why would anyone play Yoda? True, but I mean, if it at least was a take tree ship, people would play it just to have something new to test and play with. But like I would play it just because, hey, new IGN cruiser. We haven't had one since like Yoshino Yodo, like Yoshino Zao even. I would be interested in checking it out, but I'm not gonna pay for it. Why would I pay for it? Hello? Japanese cruiser, come on. Baffling, man. Yoda feels worse, like a worse Jinan unironically? Of course, it's Japanese. Okay, what else do we have? New ships, closed test. Okay, what do we have here? Closed test. Pan-American cruiser Almirante Grau and British battleship Cumberland have been added to the game for testing. Okay, Almirante. The Zeven Provincian class cruiser, purchased by the Peruvian Navy from the Netherlands and named after Admiral Miguel Grau Seminar. Okay, I probably butchered that. Almirante Grau is armed with 852. So this is just the Zeven Provincian, right? This is like copy pasta. More copy pastas. Interesting. Main feature of the ship is the presence of combat instructions. Magical spells. Woo! Let's go. When activated, they reduce the main battery reload time and improve both the ship's acceleration and maneuverability. Oh shit, it's like what is that spell called? Haste. I cast haste on my ship. Main battery reloads faster and ship moves faster. Holy shit, that's spicy. Let's go. So, combat instructions, magical spell haste. Okay. The ship has weak armor, which is compensated by her access to an improved repair party consumable, which restores 50% of citadel damage received and has an enhanced HP recovery. Wait, a Zeven Provincian with super heal? And Hydro. Super heal and Hydro, and the special instructions is main battery reload and maneuverability. More gimmicks, indeed. Thank you, Seal Grant. That's exactly what we needed. And what is the British Tier 10 British battleship Cumberland? Has also been added to the game to use as a platform for testing settings on future ships. The ship's model is that of Battleship Marlborough, but with the parameters of main battery and consumables of Battleship Sovietsky Soyuz. So no one wanted to play Marlborough, and no one bought Marlborough. It's like the rarest ship because it's so dog shit. So they copy-pasted the hull and then took the turrets of the Sovietsky Soyuz to make some sort of fucking monstrosity they can sell. Impressive, man. I swear to God, like, the ship designs are just becoming more questionable. Combine 2 tier 9s and make a tier 10. Interesting. Almirante Grau. 25mm plating. Okay. Firing range 6.1. That's pretty good. Reload time 4.5. That's pretty good. Combat instruction. Main battery reload minus 20. Time for engine to reach... Oh, this is the combat instructions. Minus 25% time for engine to reach maximum power. Ship's maximum speed 10%. Action time 60 seconds. Number of hits per salvo needed for salvo to be taken down to 5. 5 salvos. Huh. Time spent firing on target until adjustment firing progress begins to deplete. Without firing, 30 seconds. Interval between steps of depletion of adjustment firing progress, 5 seconds. Okay, but you need to be 30 seconds without firing for this to even happen. This ship seems pretty strong. Def charges. Bombs in the charge. 6. Reload time. Oh, it's ship-based? Yeah. AA, strong mid-range, 4 flak. 32 knots. 32 knots. So wait, how fast does this thing go? 32, we slap a speed flag on it, we slap the special instructions. 37 knot light cruiser with a heal. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. And surface detect, 11.9. Concealment expert, concealment module, 9.6. Jesus. Okay. 6.9 flak range as well, which is like really good. Really good flak range. Repair part, duration time 20. HP per second. Okay, wait. HP per second. So we do 237.3 times 20 times flat. 5.7k pop healing. That's not that much. But still, I mean, it's get 3 of them with Superintendent 4 heals. 22k extra healing on a very stealthy cruiser. It seems to have good range and quite good speed. Ship might be pretty good. We'll see. No airstrike, no. Interesting though. The Cumberland seems like extremely questionable though. But I mean, so TLDR, we have 2 new copy pastas. 2 new copy pastas with gimmicks. Interesting. Anything here? It looks like a better D7P, yes. Basically looks better. Literally just a better D7P, basically, yes. It looks like a pretty good light cruiser. I'm not sure if Wargaming is okay with that. Wargaming really hates light cruisers being decent. Or maybe they're trying to add decent light cruisers to the game so that they can add new light cruiser killers. More targets for the Malta to dumpster. Maybe. Tell that to small ass. Shit, I saw... Where was it? Was it the PNG, I think? Let's see. Oh shit, that changes. No, never mind. Saw someone link a screenshot, I think, of a Malta, like, dropping the worst drop I've ever seen on a light cruiser and getting 5 citadels. Someone posted it in Potato Discord. You had a video of Riga stating it to be the best tier 9 cruiser. Do you still agree? I mean, Tech Tree. There's another Devblog. I know. Best Tech Tree tier 9 cruiser. Thank you, Nick Spells. Okay, what would be better? Drake is pretty damn good, but I don't think it's quite a big a carry as Riga is. Nothing here that competes. Americans, no, they don't compete. Soviet Riga, yeah. Germans, no, doesn't compete. France, St. Louis is pretty okay. St. Louis is pretty okay. Brest is, yeah. No, I think Riga is better than both. Brindisi, no way, it doesn't compete. I haven't played Zhejiang, but honestly, smoke cruisers versus radar cruisers, the carry capacity of a... No, not Johan. Yeah, I still think Riga is the best tier 9 tech tree cruiser. I still think it's the best tier 9 tech tree cruiser. Hasn't changed. Thank you, Nick Spells, for the 10. Like, you have armor, you can do things no other really tier 9 tech can do. You can tank BBs, you can citadel BBs, you got improved pen angles and stupid good pen, you got stealth radar. Yeah, I don't... Honestly, yeah, it's still really good. Really, really good. St. Louis is pretty good, yeah, and Drake is pretty good as well. But ultimately, so many games are decided with DDs and Riga can shit on DDs. There is still one devblog left. Yes, someone already said that, and I said yes, I'm aware. Hello, my mic. I think my mic is offline. No one is hearing. I know this devblog, guys. Hello, I'm aware. Can you guys hear me? I think my mic is off. Unfortunate. Drake has horrible reload though. But Drake is super tanky. Insanely tanky, and it's got a good pen on the guns. So you can just sit there and farm things to death forever. Did you say something? Let's see. Next Devblog. Oh! Let's see. Has anything new here? It's pretty new. It's an hour ago. 5 upvotes. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. Changes to test chips. Close test 12.0. Based on testing results, we're applying changes to the Pan American cruisers, Nebraska Duplay, Ninghai, Hector, and Brisbane. Small fixes are also being made to some other test chips. Leg Tech, thank you for the 12 months. Understandable. Tier 6 to 10 Pan American cruisers. Idle time before the combat instructions meter begins to deplete has been increased 6 to 10 seconds. Yeah, it seemed really bad, honestly. Rate at which the combat instructions meter depletes after a period of inactivity has been decreased. 1 tick per second to 1 tick every 2 seconds. Okay, so yeah, that did seem something we questioned really hard, as it was very hard to maintain. Positive follow? Oh, webcam. 1 second. Honestly, I don't know why the webcam turns off the autofocus by itself. Because I hate it. I think it's terrible, the autofocus. It focuses on my webcam all the time, so I have to manually disable it. There we go. Better. Oh, it's better. Pan American Cruiser Colonel Bolognese. The biggest pasta in the world. Combat instructions parameters changed for the hull A. Action time reduced 60 to 30. What? Amount of total combat instructions meter capacity loss per tick increased. Wow, that's a big fucking nerf. Is that just for the hull A hull? And then it's different for B hull? Why is this only A module? Weird. Looks very bad though. 8 to 25% tick. Interesting. Main battleship Nebraska. Guns nerfed, because the planes are really balanced. Duplay, gun nerf. Ninghai. Whoa. Oh, it's a tier 3. We talked about the tier 3 having really insane range though. Well, they kind of nerfed that. Probably for good reason. Like, battleships struggle to shoot at that range. Only for the A hull. Yeah, this is really weird. This is a really weird change. Why is only hull A and only for the tier 7? It's weird. They only nerfed the tier 8 despite the other two being extremely questionable. Commonwealth Cruiser Hector. Detectability range increased 10.5 to 11.6. Detectability range of firing main battery and smoke increased 4.6 to 5.3. Hydro Search consumable replaced with short range hydroacoustic search. Okay, so people were aggressively using the hydro and then shooting ships in smoke, I guess, undetected. Didn't have a 5km hydro, so I guess you could use 5km hydro to spot the DD and then shoot it without being detected. And they didn't like that. So they killed the smoke firing range and they killed the hydra at the same time. That makes sense. I think this is all of these changes is because the Hector snuck up on smoked up DDs that didn't understand the move. They sat there and then they got farmed. I think all of these changes are for that. Which I don't really like, because I think that's if you're being snuck up by a massive goddamn cruiser. Come on. Like, the short range one lasts longer? Short. Commonwealth Cruiser Brisbane. Main battery reload time reduced 6 to 5. That's a big buff. That's a big DPM buff. Surveillance radar consumable action reduced 40 to 20. Ship detection range increased 12 km radar on a Commonwealth. What? Why? Oh, that's gonna be so confusing. Why do you do this? Isn't the Brisbane a light cruiser as well? Isn't it a light cruiser as well? It's a Minotaur, isn't it? What happened to the whole standardized radar thing that they touted? All Soviet will be 12 and all American will be 10 and light cruisers will be 9, and like that was what it was supposed to be. Like heavy cruisers 10 and light cruisers are 9, and now they're just. This is gonna catch so many people off guard because no one is gonna expect it. What was the surface detect on this thing anyway? Commonwealth isn't standard, yeah, but it's still a light cruiser. 9.8 conceal. Jesus. 9.8 conceal. Oh yeah, here it is. Detectability range increased. 12.1. 12.1. Wait. 12.1. Yeah, 9.8. So you got a 2.2 km stealth radar window. That sucks. Stealth radar is such a bad concept. Why would they do this? It's such a bad concept. You know what stealth radar causes? Passive play. Because if you can't see the ship you're trying to avoid, or whose radar you're trying to avoid, if you can't see him, you have to play passive until he's spotted on the map, because otherwise he might be right in front of you and you might get yourself killed. So the only thing this shit encourages is passive play. And it's a bad fucking design. It's like Wargaming. This is something Wargaming themselves have admitted is a shit design, and something they've nerfed in the past on other ships, and now they're adding it again on some new premium. Wargaming breaking another thing they said they won't do, right? Come on, please. Why? Gotta sell that solution. Yeah, but why? Why? Didn't they just talk about how they wanted to, or a while back talk about stealth radar? Dude, why do they go back on their word all the time? It's frustrating. But it's not stealth by 100 meters. This is 2.2 km stealth radar. Questionable. Detectability range, okay. Fix the bug with the maximum zone range of British submarines. Now it's equal to the homing torpedo range. Fix the bug, depth charge did not work on tier 5 pen. Bruh. More stealth radar? Really? Mobile stealth 12 cam radar. Please stop with this. They're so confused. This is really it. They have no idea what to do with this shit. Probably because it goes against all their... Like, they used to say that they shouldn't have HE on a Minotaur. It's overpowered. And now they're slapping HE on a Minotaur. And now they're like, okay, what now? Jesus. Oh, they haven't done anything with Z42. That's actually fair. Yikes. Poor Z42. That thing is butchered. Did they think it's not stealth radar because no one uses the module and concealment? True. Dude. German ships, yeah. Wow. Oof. What makes them think we need more? Like, I don't understand what they're doing anymore. At some point, I had some idea of what they wanted. Like, what direction they wanted the game to move in. These days, I feel like they're going from one cash grab to the next. And right now, the biggest cash grab is subs. So they're pumping them out like crazy, despite community hating that shit. It's, yikes. The direction is money, yeah.